The thing is, the mindset needs to be, when you're dropping hooks, it needs to be that I'm really focusing on her finding out as much as she can about my life, with me saying as little as possible in the beginning. Okay. Because obviously you can't just go there and say, after you cold read her, whatever, oh, I just want you to know that this is my job, this is my business, this is where I've come from, this is where I've traveled to. Of course, you can't do that. So how can you do that? You can do that in small little types of sentences where you're creating this perception of who you are. So, for example, let's say I had to cold read her, like, oh, you look like a teacher. And she laughs and she says, haha, that's funny. And then she says, by the way, what do you actually do? Now, what's going on in my head at this point is, how do I answer this where she can see lots of different parts of my life in a high value way? So a good answer to this, let's take an average answer. An average answer would be, I have my own business. Okay, that's decent, because there's a lot of hooks there. What business? What do you do? Now, I can do that, but what I can also do is, so I have my own business. It's pretty cool because I came to Miami because a lot of my clients are here, but I was living before in Warsaw and I really enjoyed it. Okay, now that type of answer, it might not be right from the beginning when she asked me but that's definitely when she asks to expand, like, oh, what do you mean? What do you do? What type of business? When she says what type of business, I'm not going to answer it with just facts of, oh, I have this business, I help these guys, I do this. No, I'm going to say, yeah, look, I've got a lot of clients that I'm working with. I'm helping them with their social skills, their dating life, their confidence. It's pretty cool because lots of them are all over the world. I was just recently in Warsaw. I actually did a program for a few guys, and then I'm planning on actually going to Mexico really soon. That's going to be really cool. Now, what am I doing there? What I'm doing is, it's not just dropping a hook that she can ask questions on. I'm demonstrating a lot about my personality. And I'm like, all of these things, I'm creating this perception just by me saying that line or that sentence. If someone had to ask her, like, what do you think about this guy? What do you think about his traits? And she just had to almost create an image in her mind. It's going to be through those lenses. She's going to really create different perceptions of me just from what I said. Now we get a little bit into conversation, and she says she's from Chile and she's just got to Miami on holiday. And then maybe, let's just say, for example, I'm there, and maybe I say things like, interesting, I haven't actually been to Chile, but yeah, I've been to a few places. I went to Uruguay and Argentina. I'm thinking actually of going to visit my friends and my business partner in Colombia. But look, at the moment, I'm enjoying living in Miami because that's where my students are. Like, everything, the way I answer things is always like, there's just so much potential value. Like, what is this guy doing? What's he doing with his life? What's he doing with his time? Always creating that perception. Now, I believe that the perception is true. Like, you create the perception according to your life. I am someone that travels. I am someone that has been to these places, but still, you can still paint it in the best possible way.